we've had an opportunity to bring our next generation E2 aircraft to demonstrate here to a number of parties. Embraer has been involved in Africa for now over 40 years. We're the second biggest aircraft manufacturer in Africa. Not many people realize that. With over 250 aircraft operating on the continent. It's a very important and powerful market for us, and one that we really believe has great opportunity to grow, and one that we're excited that we can be a strong part of Africa's development in connecting cities around the continent. And so we see our role in Africa as key, and in fact if you look at our market outlook that we released into the general market about where we see the future of aviation and growth, we see over 280 aircraft being delivered into Africa over the next 20 years for jets below 150 seats. So we're very excited about the opportunity here in Africa. The Airpiece one we have at the airport there is 124 seats in a dual class configuration. These aircraft are the absolute latest generation technology that the world has to offer on new aircraft. They have high bypass ratio engines, so 12:1 bypass ratio. Combine that with high aspect ratio wings, each optimized for whether it's the 190 or the 195 or the 175 E2, the wing is optimized for those aircraft. That means high efficiency. Combine that with fourth generation fly-by-wire, which means you can optimize the control surfaces and reduce drag and therefore improve efficiency. What you get when you wrap that all up together is, like for the 195 E2, 25% fuel burn improvement per seat. So that's a massive economical saving. So it's good for the balance sheet and it's good for the environment. So on the new E2, because of that fuel burn improvement, we see that's a combination of the next generation engines, these high bypass gear turbofan engines, and then you've got the high aspect ratio wings and the aerodynamic improvements. Per trip, you're seeing greater than, say, 17–18% fuel burn improvement. But per seat, because the 195-2 goes up to 146 seats, you're seeing like 25% per seat fuel burn improvement, right? Combine that with the low noise. It's the quietest aircraft certified out there flying in our segment, right? Inside and externally. For the first time, you've got an aircraft here that can have, say, 20% lower trip cost, right? But you've also got similar seat cost, right? So you really have made a step change on that. So we're offering airlines the opportunity to really optimize their fleet economically and, as we discussed, for the environment. This is about improvements in technology within the engine. So when you go to a high bypass ratio engine, you've got greater propulsive efficiency, you've got the high quality of materials through the interior. So you've got higher, then you've got the aspect ratio of the wing, and you go and see the wing, the curvature of the wing, right? And the wingtip, that delivers exceptional fuel burn. And then the aerodynamic cleaning of the whole aircraft, it's just the next generation that we've been able to move it on. So we've made great savings on fuel burn, nothing to do with the speed of flight. So we've worked on the maintenance cost of the aircraft, we've worked on the overall operating cost of the aircraft, whether it's fuel burn or maintenance, to reduce the costs. So we're all about driving the economics of the airline, so the airline can offer the best value to its customers in a competitive environment. We have many other customers we're talking to now. The E2 only went into service in 2018, right? It's just a new aircraft at the moment, right? So we're out there. We look forward to working and developing and announcing more customers as we move forward. We think Africa is a very strong market for us, yes, right? And we've got over 70 customers on this continent. So we are delighted to be here, and we see that that's 250 aircraft growing and growing and growing, and we see Africa improving its connectivity this year, next year, and going forward. And we'd like to be part of that story. It's one thing to cut back when there's no flying, but then, as you'll see, there's a pent-up demand. And you've seen the RPK growth for Embraer in the last 12 months. It's been phenomenal. It's very impressive. And so we need to be there with our customers as they grow out of this. And I'm very excited to say that we've been there to support them. And now in terms of the sales opportunities, they're starting to come through. There is opportunities for maybe new concepts as well. We are talking to customers about the potential to launch a turboprop next generation aircraft. That's very much a mature development. We haven't launched it yet, but we're excited about what that could do. And so I would watch this space on the next generation turboprop. In the next 10 years, I see us, if you look at the current generation E-jets, right, we're talking over 80 customers in 50 countries, right? We have a lot of E1s there that we will slowly evolve onto the E2. We will grow the Embraer E-jet franchise globally. I see us further cementing our position as the #1 supplier below 150 seats. It's where we can make a real difference. We really want to be part of the growth towards a net zero future. And so we're involved on many technology investments globally. So we're very much involved in the space below 150 seats. We're a very high-tech, high-quality engineering company. So we've got a lot to give to the world in terms of how we can move our industry forward towards a net zero goal.